Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm going to show you is going to be hilarious. Lefties, liberals, are picking up guns at a faster rate than Republicans are. Oh man, you can almost hear the gun controllers scream. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. All right, my brothers and sisters, what we're about to dive into is probably going to make you smile. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of stuff here that kind of flies in the face of the gun control apparatus, like Moms Man Action, Every Time for Gun Safety, them. But I want to say a special note here. A majority of Democrats, everyday Democrats, talk about the people that you live next to, they don't believe in the extreme gun control the far left does. They don't. Republicans don't. Independents don't. A lot of them really don't. The top of the party does, and the gun control acolytes, they do. But the everyday Democrats don't really, which is reflected right here. Check this out. This is so funny. When we get actual data and real life examples of disproving the gun controllers, it just makes my heart smile. Check this out. Quote, "Liberal America is embracing firearms." What? I was told that it was a complete homogeny. I was told that the Democrats of old, the ones who supported gun rights, the blue dog Democrats, they are a thing of the bygone era. They are dead. They are done. That's what Salty Shannon and Moms Man Action told me. Turns out it's not exactly true. What are the odds? More gaslighting. Let's continue. The proportion of registered Democrats who have a firearm in their home has jumped significantly over the past few years, according to a recent NBC News poll with some analysts saying rising crime in urban areas could be behind the increase. Again, this is something that kind of reflects back to what we covered with women buying guns at an unprecedented rate, particularly minority women buying guns at an unprecedented rate. The left, the gun controllers, the Bidens, the White House, all of it, the whole Democratic apparatus is all on Twitter and the marketing and the news, and they're all about it. And they're saying, everything's fine. There is no issues. There is no inflation. Don't believe your lying eyes. Things aren't more expensive in the grocery store. Gun violence is the number one cause of everything on the planet, and that's the whole issue. So we should take all those gun rights away, even though the stats and the actual results are going down off of a cliff downward. Don't look at that either. And there's a whole lot of don't believe your lying eyes, believe what I'm telling you. Yeah. Again, that's one of the things that we're really hitting on. Check this out. In November 2023, the survey found 41% of Democrats said they live in a household with a gun, up from 33% in a similar survey conducted by NBC News and the Wall Street Journal in August of 2019. Notably, 33% of Democrats also said they lived with a gun in a similar NBC survey conducted in March 2004, indicating, this is the payoff, the sharp rise has been concentrated over the past 4 years. That kind of coincides with something happened politically, doesn't it? 4 years ago, well, it's 2023, so that would mean the tail end of 2023. So that would mean on the tail end of 2019, something was popping off. Wonder what that could be. I'll let you guys tell me in the comments field below because you guys are much smarter than I am, of course. He said, and this is the guy reflecting on these numbers, the percent of American adults reporting a gun in their household was 53% in a January 1994 CBS New York Times poll, 52% in March, and a statistically indistinguishable 51% in Harris poll back in 1968 and 71. We're going back to the ownership levels of 68 and 71. Gun controllers, you got a problem. Because all the BS that you're spewing about Second Amendment rights being a hazard to our health, the population is not buying it. The population is actively going out and supporting the evil gun lobby by buying guns at an affordable rate and then defending themselves. Even liberals are doing it. Understand how important this is. This is not a small potato story. This is in contrast to everything else that's going on. Again, zoom out, look macro. We are winning, and we're going to keep winning. I got more for you. Quote, this part's insane. These were all polls of the entire adult population, not just registered voters. But gun ownership is even higher among the latter than in the former. So the percentages would have been even higher if those earlier polls, they had been confined to voters. In sum, There is nothing historically unprecedented about NBC's recent result. Seen in a longer perspective, they could reasonably be seen as a return to the U.S. historical norm. That's the point of this video. We are going backwards to a perspective of guns to when guns were everywhere. They were a part of our normal everyday life before the gun control lobby picked up in the 80s, 90s, picked up steam in the 2000s, into the 2010s. We are reverting right over that little bump in the road back to 68 and 71. The return to the norm. Guys, understand what we are fighting on this channel, and we talk about every single day. It is bigger than just they're going to do this to you, they're going to put this bill forward. On a long-term trend, we are returning back to a time when gun ownership was consistently the norm per this article. Tell me we're not winning and making an impact. One more thing for you, then we can go about our day. However, he acknowledged that the changing party basis of gun ownership, commenting, quote, as to why household gun ownership increased among Democrats in particular, it may be a response to recent increases in crime rates in big cities where Democrats claim a larger share of the population. Let me translate that out for you. The gun culture is permeating big cities where there's a higher proportion of Democrats per Republicans, or two Republicans rather, and they are picking up guns in big cities in response to the rising crime, in response to the policy decisions of the left. Translating that out, the woke policies that the left has adopted over the last 4 years, primarily in the last 4 years, it is backfiring to a level that is producing crime, and the Democrats in cities are buying guns and adopting the gun culture to defend themselves against the woke policies that their politicians are putting forward. It has come full circle, people. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.